talking about how to build a personal brand on LinkedIn. And I'm only doing this because a lot of my friends have asked me how I managed to get Top Voice, Power Profile, and 272,000 followers. So here it is. Here's my secret sauce. So the first thing you got to decide is, what is your personal brand? What is it that you want to be known for? Ideally, it should be a topic or something that is in line with the industry you're already in. So in my example, I have worked 20 years in financial services, investment consulting, and I want to be known for financial education. So the industry is in sync with what I want to be known for. That is important because when you write your profile, your picture, your headline, and your summary should be in line with that brand. Now, my summary was in third person when I first set it up on LinkedIn, but eventually I changed it to show a little bit more about what I want to do and what I'm currently doing. What's interesting about LinkedIn is the skills, the endorsements, and the recommendations. So they let you select a bunch of skills, right? And again, initially I selected some 20, 30 of them, but I realized that most of the endorsements that I was getting was for 3 or 4. So those 3 or 4 skills rise to the very top. Now, ideally, again, those 3, 4 skills that people are endorsing you for should match the personal brand you want to build. Recommendations is another thing that is quite unique to LinkedIn. So what I did was I sought out influential and high-profile people from my industry, so clients, ex-bosses, and just industry peers who would write a recommendation, but for a slightly different aspect each time. So not all the recommendations sounded the same, but they all are in sync with the brand I want to build. So that's the profile. Once you have a nice, clean, interesting profile, you then can look at your network. Now, like everybody else, I started with connecting with family, friends, colleagues, industry peers, and so on. But now I'm much more selective about who I take on as contacts. So when I go to a conference and I meet new people, if they're interesting and senior, I make it a point to ask them, may I connect with you on LinkedIn? And I send them a request within 24 hours before they forget, because I've already asked them, right? Now, in terms of getting contact requests from people you've not met, I know people have different opinions, but my view is that if I haven't met you, then no, I will not accept your request. I don't want strangers to benefit from my network that I've painstakingly built. The only exception I will make is when we have very common senior contacts, and in which case I drop them a line asking them, is there something specific that you are reaching to me for? And if the answer is no, just like that, then I just ignore. So build your network very carefully. I must admit, I have reached out to people who I don't know, and usually I add a line asking them. I usually add a line telling them why I want to connect with them. Sometimes it shows up in the people you may know section, in which case it doesn't allow me to add that note. So I hope those people also look at the common contacts and or ask me why I want to connect. And well, most times they have accepted. So I started writing in 2015, and it was the third article, I think, that got picked up by the LinkedIn editors and put into Pulse in the finance channel. And interestingly, a few issues after that got picked up. And by, I think, the 10th post, I got voted top voice in the world, which I was blown away by. It was really surprising, and it's been a fantastic sort of experience. That led to a lot of followers wanting to follow my writing. And then another year later, I got voted or named in the Power Profile list for India, again in finance. So be very consistent. I think today, once I've built my personal brand, I probably could write about a few other topics. But until you get known for that one thing, my suggestion would be stick with that one thing. To recap, have an interesting profile with a good picture, headline, and summary. Have a decent network of people you want to be connected with. Don't accept requests from people you don't know. And 3, write consistently, long form, short form, and video on ideally just one topic that you do want to be known for. Then expand from there.